for in excess of £1.2 million. But they had bought their houses years and years ago for around £8,000. The implication? On selling up, these women would become instant cash millionaires. Luke joked that he didn't know if his insurance covered him should he give an elderly lady a heart attack, and the throng laughed warmly for perhaps the first time that morning. Again, he managed to distinguish himself from the crowd. The science of standing out. Think about some of the people you know who stand out. What is it that helps them get noticed? Is it that they speak slowly and forcefully, or perhaps quickly and with acerbic humor? Do they listen and make others feel like the center of the universe? Or do they just radiate some kind of charm and good humor that draws others to them? We're talking about star quality here. The reasons why one individual gets promoted again and again, while others languish behind. The reasons why certain salespeople or small business owners win new customers or clients seemingly without effort. The reason why one person gets asked on date after date, while others struggle to meet the right person. How to stand out is for anyone who wants to make an impact, to get noticed for professional or personal reasons. This book is for you if you're a business owner hungry to sell more products and services, or maybe a freelance worker who needs to sell yourself. Perhaps you're a fundraiser or campaigner who needs to get your directives across more robustly, a scientist seeking to communicate your findings, or a policymaker seeking to change your community. Or you yearn to socialize more easily, or even find love. Through word and deed, this book will help you to be more engaging, entertaining, and persuasive. It will help you to stand out. Finding techniques that work. So, why do I want to write this book? Allow me to introduce myself by telling you what I said at that networking event back in the spring. Remember, I had about 50 people watching me, and I was allowed only 50 seconds. So I was speaking faster than I would normally do. I began by saying, "Hi, I'm Rob Yeung, an organizational psychologist, which means that I develop leaders and their teams to do their jobs better by running workshops on leadership, team effectiveness, and particular skill topics. For example, I was working on Tuesday with a corporate sales manager and his team at a growing business. They do most of their selling to corporate clients face-to-face, so I was running the second of 3 workshops designed to help them to present better, to pitch, to get their messages across, to be more memorable, and ultimately land more deals. At each session I present a few new principles, then the team gets to practice by putting together and then delivering impromptu speeches. On that day, I gave just one example of the kind of workshop I've run as an organizational psychologist. Actually, I describe myself as an organizational psychologist, but you could equally call me a coach, a trainer, a corporate consultant, a keynote speaker, a lecturer. I train managers. I act as a sounding board to business owners. I speak at conferences all over the world to audiences of hundreds or even thousands of people. I lecture at universities and business schools. I work with charities that want to learn to raise funds more effectively. Ultimately, I teach people techniques that will make them better in whatever their walk of life. Of course, there are many books written by consultants, but I hope I'm different from most. I completed a PhD in psychology, so I spent 3 solid years of doctoral research reading scientific paper after scientific paper, as well as getting a few of my own research articles published in technical journals. The main thing I learned was the importance of systematic evidence, that we need to have proof about what works and what doesn't when it comes to recommending practices and interventions that affect people's lives. Scientists have long understood that there is something called a placebo effect. In medical trials, doctors have discovered that they can give patients a sham treatment, such as a pill containing nothing more than common household sugar, and yet some patients will feel better. As a result, any pharmaceutical company wishing to launch a new drug has to prove it has genuine effects